You're here because you're looking for how to stop depression. Now, we're specifically catered to helping men. I'm sure if you're a woman, we might have some tips that can help you out as well. But really, the goal and vision of the nonprofit organization we have here, Authentic Men's Group, is to help men. So if you're a woman that knows of men who are fighting depression, this is an awesome resource that you can share to them for free. But guys, apart from that, and we'll share a little bit more about some free resources we have for you in a little bit. I have Brian Frizzell and Brock Frizzell, both certified counselors, been doing men counseling stuff for like 25, 30 years combined, right? And so can you give us maybe just like a few tips on well, maybe what causes depression and then how to stop depression? Maybe just a few pointers. I'm sure it's a lot more expansive than just a quick little 3-step process, but if we can just maybe discuss this a little bit.
Yeah, that's great, Zach, because on our website, you're going to find a number of articles on depression, how to deal with feelings, anxiety, stress, all those things, because men have a tendency not to talk about it. We've been told as little boys, big boys don't cry. Well, with tears is a display of depression. Hey, I'm going to man up here. Suck it up, get up, rub some dirt on it, and get on. So as a result of that, men don't talk about their deep feelings. But I would say that men feel deeply. We just don't get the opportunity to express it, and consequently, that in itself can be a great contributor to depression and a lot of other negative emotions.
Yeah, and I think it's so common that we isolate as men. I think that's how, like you're saying, we tend to just pull back and think we're the ones struggling with this, there's something wrong with us. It's one of the most common things that men deal with. So know that you're not alone, know that it's very common, and there's different cycles of depression. One of the guys in groups the other day was mentioning, he's like, yeah, I still have depressive episodes in my life, but instead of them being like this, they're more like this, and they're manageable, and he said, man, the group process really helps that completely. So,
Wow.
Yeah, and just talking about our feelings, depression, I would sense that there are like 3 to 4 major types of emotions that men have a hard time dealing with. Depression would be one, anxiety would be another, anger, disappointment. But these are like bulkhead emotions, and I talk about this, and we write about this on the website, of how that you can address the bulkhead emotions by getting underneath. It's kind of like an iceberg. You see the tip of the iceberg, but their expression, you don't express the emotions underneath. So yeah, you're seeing it show up with depression, anxiety, anger, disappointment, but there's always these other emotions underneath that are contributing to it. And I think getting under the base, lowering the waterline, will help you deal with it. And this is what I love about AMG, is that we get to do that in a group. We have authentic men's groups that no more than 6 guys in a group, and we can talk about our feelings. And that is, I've heard you say before, it's a 4-letter F word, the feel word. So yeah. So.
Okay. So maybe if I'm hearing you right, one practical step to sum up on how to stop depression would be maybe find a safe group or a place where you can share your feelings. You can process your emotions, kind of like a little baby, like when they're sick and they just feel like they got to throw up, and daddy kind of has to help them. Just throw up, honey. And then after they throw up, they feel better. So are you kind of saying when guys kind of spew and throw up their emotions and process them, they start feeling a little bit better?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a definite component to sharing. There's a definite component to the support piece. We're not too good at speaking to our lies. And then also there's a psychoeducation piece that we would encourage learning more about what depression looks like. But ultimately, just get involved. Like that's the key thing. So having that network.
Gotcha. Okay, so confessing, just sharing with a network, processing through. Maybe 2, you made a good point, awareness.
Yeah,
like just,
awareness is huge.
Learning, educating yourself, and then that's a big part of the battle.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Now the free resources I mentioned earlier, Brian, you continued to refer to. We have some articles on how to deal with depression, some free resources. We have a website that is free. You can sign in. There's a form on this page. If you put your name and email address on there, you'll get instant access to that. And there's a lot of other awesome resources for men that can really help you get to the root cause of the depression. And ultimately, you can learn how to stop depression. I don't know if, let me ask you this, like even healthy guys, do you find they go through bouts of depression? I mean, Do you think depression
Absolutely.
is just something
Um,
everyone deals
that-
with to some extent?
We so often want an equation or a fix, and
Yeah.
that's what you're asking us to give, and that's what you want us to give you.
Yeah.
Life is a journey, not a destination. I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow, but I promise you I've got the support network to deal with it. And I
Gotcha.
would say that's the most important thing.
Cool.
No, we cannot give you an equation right now. However, we can give you a way of living, which is going to minimize that completely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for visiting us. We encourage you to fill out this form. Again, if you're a woman and you know of any men that could use this, please share this information with them. Get signed up for our free website, and we will see you inside of the community.